The beautiful structures of nature, shown by symmetry and repeating arrangements. When we look at nature, our eyes notice order first. We call that order a pattern. Patterns usually have two sides, which are symmetry and repetition. It is easy to understand symmetry when we think of our own bodies. Our faces, arms, and legs usually look similar on both sides. We can also see this balance in the wings of butterflies and insects, and in the trunks and leaves of trees. Under gravity, it is hard to stay balanced if our body tilts to one side. When both sides match, it is easier to stay balanced. And we can feel the beauty that comes from that balance. Symmetry is when several parts fit together without misaligning, forming a whole. When we explain natural phenomena with mathematics, symmetry is one of the key elements. Symmetry often appears not only in nature, but also in beautiful shapes. That is why symmetry has been studied in the natural sciences for a long time. But symmetry is not just about what we can see. It also helps us think about nature in a philosophical way. Where there is birth, there is death. Where there is a flood, there is a drought. Where there is winter, there is summer. Some animals eat, and some are eaten. Often, one side alone cannot hold the whole together. The opposite side appears, and the two sides push and pull each other, restoring balance. We can see repetition even from far away. Our solar system moves in an elliptical path, cycling in a regular rhythm. The moon revolves around the Earth once every month. The Earth revolves around the sun once every year. Nature does not move just once. It moves in cycles. In nature, there are many kinds of symmetry, such as point symmetry, line symmetry, mirror symmetry, and radial symmetry. Snowflakes and beehives especially catch our eyes because both show hexagonal symmetry. This hexagonal symmetry is often explained as a way to save energy. It means that the symmetrical structures in nature have evolved in ways that use the least amount of energy. The story of beehives becomes clearer when we think about the conditions. Bees have to live together in a limited space with many others. Their home must be spacious, use as little material as possible, and, above all, it must not collapse easily. That is why beehives are hexagonal. Hexagons are symmetrical and can repeat, so bees can fill the limited space completely and firmly. The beauty of symmetry and repetition also appears in the process of living things being born. Every human begins as a single cell, a fertilized egg. That one cell divides again and again until it becomes a living thing made of tens of trillions of cells. During this process, DNA is copied as the cells divide. DNA is made of two strands of nucleotides that twist around each other to form a double helix. The nucleotides that make up the DNA strands are adenine, thymine, guanine, and cytosine. These nucleotides do not pair randomly. Adenine pairs with thymine, and guanine pairs with cytosine. This kind of pairing, where each nucleotide fits with a specific partner, is called complementary base pairing. Because of this, DNA keeps its structure perfectly when it copies itself. When a cell divides, the DNA double helix unwinds, and each strand becomes a template for making a new strand. Once the sequence of one strand is set, the sequence of the other strand follows automatically. It is the same principle as bolts and nuts, which use each other as a guide to hold tightly. The nature we live in repeats cycles of creation and extinction, becoming part of a larger cycle. Nature changes, moves, and balances back on its own. In this process, symmetry becomes, on one hand, a standard of beauty, and on the other hand, like a math book that records the laws of nature. Every time we open that book, it makes us ask these questions. Why did nature arrange things this way? And could this arrangement be quietly supporting us in our lives too?